If you thought Mel and Peet Viljoen's story couldn't get any crazier, just wait. From luxury lifestyle and reality TV fame to arrests in America to sitting in immigration detention centers, and somehow it's still escalating. Because now they're accusing the US police of stealing from them diamonds, designer items, and cash. Hello and welcome to Catch Up TV. Back in March, the two were arrested in Florida for allegedly shoplifting groceries worth of $5,300. Authorities say this wasn't just a once-off situation. They're accused of running a month-long ticket switching scheme, basically scanning cheaper items while taking the more expensive one. And according to investigators, this allegedly happened more than 50 times. Now, both of them have denied the charges, but the arrest, guys, that is what set everything in motion. Just days after the arrest, things got even more serious. They were picked up by immigration officials. Why, you ask? Because they allegedly overstayed their visas and now they're being held in separate detention centers in the US, awaiting for an immigration judge to decide what happens next. At this point, deportation back to South Africa is looking very likely. So already we've got criminal charges, immigration issues, and a possible forced return home. But then comes the part nobody expected. From inside the detention center, Mel and Peet made a bold accusation. They claim the US police stole from them during the arrest. And not just small things, we're talking designer items, cash, and even diamonds. According to them, they're missing items that include a Louis Vuitton sling bag, designer sunglasses, Burberry umbrella, a expensive pen, cash around $2,000, and diamonds worth 180,000 rand. He said something that really stood out. I'm not even sure if I was arrested or robbed. That line alone, that's what got people talking because it completely flips the narrative. But the thing is, US police is not backing down. Authorities have completely rejected these claims, and remember, parts of the arrest were caught on body cam footage that has already gone viral. And now it becomes a question of who do you believe, the couple or law enforcement? Peet and Mel have always been known for one thing, luxury, especially diamonds. Mel, a former Real Housewives of Pretoria star, even claimed to have created a diamond-encrusted manicure, selling for 100K per set. And Peet once joked that the only abuse Mel will suffer is a weight of the diamonds he buys her. So when they say diamonds were missing, it actually fits the image they've built over time. But at the same time, also raises questions. Because this situation isn't happening in isolation. Back in South Africa, they've already been linked to fraud allegation, business disputes, and financial controversies. Some reports even claim they owe millions related to past business dealings. And now in the US, they're dealing with this, theft charges, immigration violations, and now accusations against the police. So this isn't just one scandal. It's a pattern of ongoing legal drama across two countries. At this point, the big question is, what happens next? Will they be deported back to South Africa? Will the theft charges stick? And what about the claims against the US police? Because if those allegations are proven, that's a massive story on its own. But if not, it could make the situation even worse. Either way, the story isn't far from over, and something tells me we're going to be talking about Peet and Mel for a very long time, and soon I tell you. Well then, if you made it this far, you're officially part of the family, so do join us and subscribe and like this video. Let's move on to the next story. If you grew up in South Africa, chances are you've laughed at one of Leon Schuster's films. From pranks to iconic characters, he defined local comedy. But today's story is honestly a tough one to talk about because it involves a true South African legend, and his latest health update is deeply concerning. Schuster is currently too unwell to leave the bed and is relying on pain medication after undergoing multiple back surgeries. Unfortunately, surgeries that didn't go as planned. And it's not just one procedure, we're talking about several operations at a time, all trying to fix chronic back issues, but instead they've left him in constant pain. At his age, this is a major shift for someone who has been so active, energetic, and always on screen making people laugh. Reports say he now spends most of his days in bed managing the pain, and honestly, that's hard to hear and very sad when you think about the impact that he has had on South African entertainment. But what makes it heavier? Leon Schuster has also opened up about battling depression, loneliness behind the scenes. He shared that there are moments, especially Sunday evenings, when the loneliness really hits, and he actively tries to surround himself with family just to cope. And despite being reported to have a net worth of 50 million rand, that kind of success doesn't protect you from emotional struggles. In a documentary on Geeknet, he gives a rare, honest look into his reality, saying that when he's alone, often sits and reflects on his life, and those thoughts can become very overwhelming. He even admits that one of his biggest fears is growing old alone. And right now, it's not about movies, it's about his health, his comfort, and getting through each day. For a decade, Leon Schuster has been one of the country's most recognizable entertainers, creating films that connected with everyday South Africans and brought millions of people together. One minute you're entertaining millions, next minute you're fighting a completely different battle, one that no one sees. And moments like this remind us that even the people that make us laugh the most can be dealing with the heaviest things privately. Sending strength and well wishes to Leon Schuster during this time. And if you grew up watching his work, I want to know from you, what's your favorite Leon Schuster moment or movie? Let's celebrate him in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Well then, if you made it this far, you're officially part of the family. So join us and subscribe to the channel. Before you rush out, YouTube thinks you like this video next. Bye.